Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am going to show you some goodness. I'm going to show you all of the eyeshadows that Seint is releasing coming on the 29th of September. It is September, right? 29th of September. And I want to go all over all the goodness. So thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. If you like what you see, please comment below. I will read that and respond. If you need any help, anything, there is a link in my profile, my bio, whatever you call it, for a free color match. And I talk all about that in the video. But thanks for being here. And if you like it, please like and subscribe. All right, let's get busy. I want to tell you a little bit about our makeup. Our makeup is a cream-based foundation system. It's a one palette makeup. These are magnetic and you can pop them in, pop them out. And when I color match you, you can buy only what you want. No more of those palettes sitting around. I use this color a lot and I had a lot of palettes sitting around with this one gone and then all these left. And I could never find that one. And when I was going to Uganda, I was searching and I found it. So there's all different size. Let me see if I can find here. There's all different sized palettes. You get a palette credit depending on how much you order. So it's really a win-win thing. So I also want to go over a color match. So I don't know about you, but I had lots and lots of trouble finding the right color for my skin. My skin was changing. I have more mature skin than I did years ago. And I was trying all these techniques and doing all these things and not a one of them were working. So with this being a cream, it is amazing. It's like a second skin. It doesn't sit on your skin where you look in the mirror and you're like, I can just see makeup. Okay. So I get to be your artist if I get to color match you. And what I mean by that is I'm facing a window right now. By facing this window, I can get a really great picture, not direct sunlight, shut off all of your lights above you. Don't wear any funky colors like a bright yellow. Don't wear this. Super easy though. Go in, I will have down below where you can get your color match. Click on it. You're gonna send me a no makeup selfie in front of a mirror like that, in front of a window like this, and I will color match you. You can have eye makeup on, but you can't have any face makeup on. I need to see all the things, and please don't be self-conscious. I need to see what you look like. So I'm gonna go over today some new eyeshadows that Seint just came out with, but I also wanna go over a new eyeshadow technique that I've been doing. It's been fun, it's different, and it's easy. You can legit use 2 colors or 3 colors, depending on the depth that you want. I have hooded eyes. I always talk about hooded eyes. So if you have hooded eyes, I was to the point I was wearing no makeup on my eyes, hardly at all, a little bit of mascara. I'd try eyeliner. It would close my eye up. Also, you could see that I was hooded and my blue eyes were gone. I had decided that I loved my blue eyes before, and it was my grandma's blue eyes. A lot of my aunts have these blue eyes and uncles. And then I just decided, you get older, they fade. No, not true. It is technique. So let's get busy. All right. I like a couple different eyeshadow primers. This one is NYX. It's white. I really like it. I have no problem with it, but I wanted to try some new ones. This one is called Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I like to have a little bit of color in my primers. And the reason that I do is I like to cancel out any color in my eyelid. My eyelids tend to be red. Why are they red? I don't know. Everything, I guess I'm going to blame it all on age. I like to use the smudge brush. All of our brushes are double-ended. And you get more bang for your buck. The brushes are absolutely phenomenal. If you are not using an eye primer, I really highly suggest that you do, because it makes your eyeshadow adhere. Not only that, it helps it from creasing, all the things. It's gonna make it pop. I like to use something with a color because of canceling out the redness, any blue, anything in my veins, any of that. And this one is actually, let me tell you the color. It's Eden, E-D-E-N. So I'm really liking it. I've only worn it one other time, and so far, I like it. My eyelids are super sensitive, and I put things on them and they'll like burn, or they'll sting, or they'll make them more red. And so with this, so far, we're doing good. So, okay. We as in Seint, came out with Advent colors last year before Christmas time. They released these, I don't even know how many colors it was. Was it 30 colors? I don't know. Anyway, new colors. They re-released, these go in here too. I'm going to use them today. These are available. Many of these have become my favorites. I'm going to use 2 of them today, but soon they're going to be re-releasing the rest of the calendar. You can see the rest of the calendar. It's right here. They are stunning. They are gorgeous. They changed the names. They're beautiful. They're fun. We have everything from butterscotch to snowbird to Eve, Atlantic, tangerine, all the things. So much fun. Right. So I'm going to do the first one. This is called Angel's Landing. Very shimmer. It's almost foiled. Okay. Very, very, very pretty. This one is called Eve. I have to look down at my paper. This one is slightly shimmered, and this one is what I'm going to just call foiled. It's foiled. It definitely has a pop of shimmer to it. I think it's going to be great on that inner eye right here on the tear duct, maybe underneath the brow. This one, which is very odd because it's green and it has shimmer, but when you put it on, you really can't see the green. I'm trying to get a lot on there. So you see that? It's just really, it has a tiny, tiny, tiny hint of green, and it's called Atlantic, but it's not overly green by any means. You can see more of maybe silver in it than you can like a gold or anything. They're a bronze. The next one is absolutely one of my faves, Tangerine. I love lots of warms. Here's Tangerine. Very, very, very pretty. The next one is Moscow. Okay. That's Moscow. And I will hold all of these up for you at the end, and I'll show you, and I'll create a graphic, and I will tell you which is which. Okay, that was Moscow. Now let's go to Claire. Claire is like a mauvey pink, and it's a matte. It's not a shimmer. I like it a lot. If you've used Paris, which is from the other release, it's like a deeper, more mauvey color than that. But isn't that gorgeous? I love it. And look at all these together. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. Okay, this is Drift. I think Drift is, it is a shimmer. It's not quite, it's not foiled. Like this to me is foiled. This is more of a shimmer. I'm going to say that it looks like it's very similar to, I love Cupcake, which is a matte, and this is like a shimmery cupcake, maybe a little bit like Rome, a little bit like Sabrina. Okay, and then this one is Cranberry. All right. That's Cranberry. It's similar to, what did I put on second? Eve. Here's Eve, which is darker. And this is Cranberry, which is lighter. And I think that this one, Eve, has a little bit more brown to it. All right, so here's going to come one that's foiled. And I love the name. Love, 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 love the name. It's called Hot Chocolate. Can you see the brown? And it's similar to me, Foxy. We had Foxy. And so it's kind of similar to that, but I think it has more of a rose gold to it, which is so fun. This is Snowbird. This, I'm gonna like that I'm putting this right next to the other one because they look similar. It's like a darker color than that, but it's actually more bronzy, which I think is really fun. It's deeper. This one is gonna be absolutely stunning on Holly. Look at that. It's like a red, it's a red brick red, but it's not like we have a Zion, and it's a little bit different than that. It's like it's almost more red, less orange, I guess, than that. The next one's Butterscotch. This has already become a huge fave of mine. This is Butterscotch, but I love I love the warm colors. And so this was Tangerine, and this is Butterscotch. So this is more of your muted. This is more of a pop, but they're still pretty much mid-tone, I feel like. Okay, now is Sis, last one. Foiled, I'm gonna say it's foiled. It's a very pretty mauvey, pinkish color. There they are. Isn't that amazing? Aren't they amazing? They're so good. They're so good. I cannot wait. I got them all because I bought the Advent. They released them. They're releasing them the 29th of September. I cannot wait. So that was all of those. So pretty. Look at those. All right. So I want to do a new technique on my eyes that I've been playing around with. I don't have anything on my face except for a little tiny bit of moisturizer. So if you're using this makeup or want to be using this makeup, you're going to not ever use a primer that has silicone in it. I like to use our setting spray, or I use Urban Decay All Nighter underneath my makeup. This is my setting. This is my primer. This is what I use. I take one of our Perfector sponges. I spray 3, 4, 5, whatever. Squirts. I get it all over my face. And I'm going to let that sit on there. What I like about that too, it dries really super quickly. And that's it. We're done. No slipping. It helps it to adhere. I love it. I love the smell of it. It doesn't do anything to my face. My face is not overly sensitive. My eyelids are, but my face is not. But it has caused me no issues. And you can try with using nothing underneath, but I do highly recommend with our makeup that you shave your face. Actually, I highly recommend, no matter what you're using on your face, to shave your face. Because even if you're using a powder, that powder sits in those little blonde hairs. And I just did this morning. This is a Tinkle razor. I get them off Amazon. I get a pack. I don't know really how many uses. I've never counted how many, but you can, it's not a one-time use, throw away. I'm going to say 4 to 6 uses. There's a few other that I'm looking at to buy, but I just shave all of that blonde hair off and you get such a better look in your makeup. You just do. Okay. So I want to show you a technique that I've been doing. I'm going to use our eyeshadow brush, and I might be using the multitasker. As I said, all of our brushes are double-ended, and they are amazing. These are brushes that will last you. I've had these for 1.5 years. It'll be 2 years in April that I became an artist. And I probably had almost all of them before I started. So they're amazing. Okay, so this new technique that I want to show you, typically when I put on my eyeshadow, I will take a really light tone and I will go from lashes to eyebrows. And then I would put like a mid-tone in my crease and a tiny, tiny bit above. Then I would start building from there. I have hooded eyes, so I have to create a crease. But I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm going to show you a 2 color, and I think I'm going to show you a 3 color and then a 4 color. This is just like, okay, here's my super simple eye. I have places to go, people to see, whatever. And then I'm going to show you what you can do from there. You can build, create more depth. And I think I'm going to use one of our new colors with a couple that are released already. This one is Butterscotch. sheepy pretty. So what I'm going to use on my eyes today, and I may add a shimmer. Let's add a little shimmer to it. Let's add, I think I'll add a little bit of Sis. This is another one that's new. So I'll separate them here on my palette. This is Paris, which is out in Revival. Paris and Revival, which is out already. These are the newer releases. And then in here also, I'm going to do Butterscotch. It used to be called pecan pie. Bless my soul. Butterscotch. And then I'm going to put Sis over top in the middle. So, okay. So this new technique that I've been doing, I really like it. I just feel like it simplifies and it helps you to understand where to put your eyeshadow too. So like I said, typically I would take a light tone all over, then I would go in my crease. Now I don't have a crease, if you see, like my crease disappears when I look at you. So I have to go in and create something right here. And I'm going to do that with the Butterscotch. So what I'm going to do first is my darkest color, and it's Revival. Any dark color that you have, I would use Philly, Cocoa, Trust, any of your dark colors that you would put typically on the outside or whatever you have. This is where you would start. I'm going to take just a tiny, tiny bit on my brush. I'm going to use the small end right here. And I'm going to come in, and basically what I'm doing is I'm outlining my eyeball. So I'm going to put it right here. Okay. And I'm going to do my best by looking in my mirror. Okay. So here I'm going to go up. Oops. I'm going to go up and out. And it's almost like I'm creating an arrow out. I'm going in now above my crease. Let me sit back. All right, and I know that looks crazy pants, and you're like, what are you doing? I promise you, this is what I would typically do at the end, but I'm doing it in the beginning. And this is how you can do a really simple two color eye. And again, look at yourself and make sure you can see that color. Make sure you can look like you have a black and blue eye. No, this is going to be gorgeous. I promise you. So that's Revival. This is out. The next color that I'm going to go in with Paris, which is also out. Paris is pink, and it's pink. That's just all, but it's very light. Really like it. It's one of my faves. I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to clean this off. This is a color changer tile, and I use it all the blasted time. I had one from Amazon before they came out with this one. This one's fine too, but if you're like me and you want everything in one compact, that's where I want it. I don't want it anywhere else. So I'm going to go with my fluffy end now, and I'm just going to go in to Paris, and I'm going to start applying it all over my lid. I just tap off a little bit. I'm going to go all over my lid. All right, let me back up. I don't know why I keep leaning forward. I'm going to go all over my lid. Okay, let me get my mirror. There is a mirror in the compacts, which is super nice. So when you travel, legitimately everything is in there. Your eyeshadow, your creams, your eye color changer, your mirror. You really have to only take so very little. Okay, so I want to make sure I get it all over my lid. Okay, so now I'm all over. And now I'm going to come in, and this is where the goodness happens. I'm going to grab a little bit of that dark, and now I'm going to start coming in my crease. Okay, so I grab that Revival, and then I just bring it in my crease. It is golden, and I could literally be done. This is that 2 eyeshadow look. Swirl, swirl, swirl. And these are both pinky colors. These are your plums. You could use any color. You could use a warm color, which I am gonna throw in here in just a moment. So there we go. I love, I love, I love. So if I was in a hurry, that would be it. I would be done. I could just do that. See how we've done. We're gonna do this side too. I like to, sometimes these have a little bit of, see how that fell? They have a little bit of fallout. So if you tap, like I'm just tapping in my eyeshadow and then coming up here. And then now I'm gonna grab the dark and I'm gonna bring it over. Swirl it and tap it and bring it. And swirl it and tap it and bring it. Okay, so now I'm creating depth. When I say I'm bringing it over in that crease, when I bring it over, I have to go a little above. So when you get done, you have to look back in the mirror and then make sure you can see that color that you're sticking in your crease. So sit back and look and go, I can see it. And if you can't, you need to get higher. Get out of that hood. That's what we call it. Okay, I have some cleaning up and stuff to do. So I'm not finished. Okay, there's your 2 eyeshadow look. I would always come in and do something underneath my brows and such, but we're gonna just keep building and going from there. And here's what I mean by cleaning up. This to here should never have any eyeshadow, and you wanna clean that up. But I'm gonna do that with my face. And when I do my face, I'm gonna speed it up so you don't have to keep watching me do all this. Like this right here, see how that's dragging my eye down? Let me show you. See how right here, this comes down too far, okay? That needs up. I've gotta make it, the dark go up. So I'll clean it up with my main color or my main face color and clean all that up and lift it. All right, so there we've got on the 2 colors and we be done if we want to be done, but I don't want to be done. So now I'll go in again, color changing. I'm going to add a little bit of warmth with that color that I called butterscotch. And I'm actually going to take the smaller end of that and I'm going to add some warmth to the crease. So in here, I'm actually going above it so I can still see that color that I created when I brought over Revival, but now I'm gonna warm it up because I like a little bit of warmth. I think it goes great with these other cooler colors. So now I'm kind of creating an ombre look. Okay, so I have the orange is actually above the pink. Okay, and then I'm gonna come in with, I think I'm gonna go with my good old faithful cupcake. Cupcake here. I'm gonna put a little bit of that underneath my brow. Okay, I haven't done my brows yet. My brows are actually microbladed. Okay, so that is so fun. Can you see that? How fun that is? Okay, because I have hooded eyes and I've lost just a little bit of that light. You see that light color right there? See how I've lost just a little bit of that light color by what I put in my crease? I want to go back in and I want to open that up. And there's 2 things I could do. I could just go back in the pink. I could go back in the pink and just bring it a little bit up right here, which I could do. And just bring it back out. Or I can go in, or I can go back in and add a shimmer, which I'm gonna do with that color called Sis. Sis, I would take, for me, I like doing a light color in that middle center. Most generally, I kind of want to play with some of these other ones, but I'm gonna take Sis on my finger. You could also use the multitasker and press it on. But I'm gonna take Sis and I'm gonna go right here, just in the middle of my eye, and tap it on. I'm gonna take it, see, I can feel here that I'm going a little bit above my crease, because when I open, I wanna be able to see that lighter color, and it's gonna open those hooded eyes up again. Use my other finger. Okay, again, just putting a little bit on the end of my finger. And again, this is Sis. This is not out yet, but she be coming the 29th. So gorgeous. I'm so glad I got him when I got him. Okay, a little bit of, I think it's Drift. This is Drift, and I'm gonna take it, just a tiny bit of it, again, on the end of that right here, and I'm just gonna put it on my tear duct. Just a little bit. And I think I might drag a little bit right here. Okay. So I've just done nothing but keep adding to what I created to begin with. So very pretty. I like. Okay, there we go. Hooded eyes taken care of. Now I have Lashify lashes on, and I have a very not dramatic look right now. They are Amplify, which I'm gonna say they're Amplify, like they have different things. They're called either like Bold, Amplify, Curl. These are A's. I have 110, and then all the rest of them are 12s, and they're not very dramatic. I wanted a little bit less dramatic look right now. So I'm going to next speed up all the rest of this goodness for you. And I'm gonna do my eyebrows, I'm gonna do my face, and thanks for joining me. All right, here we go. First, I'm gonna take the line brush and I'm gonna fill in my eyebrows with the eyeshadow color Trust. It is one of my favorites to do my eyebrows. It's relatively dark. Okay, so when I color match you, I will look at all the colors in your face, and often we get a color corrector, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm taking the buff brush and I'm eliminating all the redness. I have a little bit of blue and green in the corner of my eye, and I do put just a little bit of that darker color underneath my eyes. I cannot put a brightener underneath my eyes or it will bring out the wrinkles. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with my main color with the blush bronzer brush. I'm going to tap into my main color and just a little bit into my color corrector. I still have a little bit of tan left, so I mix them. I'm going to tap over my color corrector. If I don't have any color corrector, I can swirl. Really super light layers here. There's not a lot of makeup on. It gives excellent coverage. So next I'm going to go in with Bella bronzer. I'm going to put on the high points of my face, my forehead, my cheek, my nose, my chin, and underneath my jaw on my neck. All right, so there we go, putting on in the high points, and just to give a nice glowy look. This is a kind of a sheer bronzer, but it has no shimmer, which I appreciate a lot. I can add shimmer if I want, but I don't want any today. I'm going to take the detail brush, it's flat on one end, and I'm going to put the contour just on that outer edge. I'm going to pounce it, and I'm going to find where I put the contour underneath my cheek. You can take a pencil or an eyeshadow brush or something, find underneath your cheekbone, and put it basically in a 3 along your hairline, under your cheekbone, under your jawbone, and that's basically goes into a 3. I like to kind of tap it. I don't bring it in any further than the corner of my eye. I feather it up. I'm going to put it underneath my jawbone so it goes underneath, and then brush it down. And if you happen to have like a little bit of that sagging skin like I do bring that shadow up just a fuzz. Next, I'm gonna go to my forehead. I'm gonna go right along my hairline. I have a relatively short forehead. If it's longer, bring that color down further. There's your 3. Make sure the contour line is nice and sharp. That is what I love about the creams. I can clean it up so easily. Next, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna mix Sandstone and Frenchie. I'm gonna go to the high point of my cheek, and I don't come in really any further than the center of my eye. Keeping it high, we want to lift. I love creating my own color. I can lighten or deepen any color. I can mix and match any that I want, and they blend so well. So yeah, lift, lift, lift. Go up, think up, and everything that you put on. Okay, next I'm gonna brighten. I'm gonna flip the brush over. I'm gonna take it into my brightener, and I'm gonna go in a triangle down, a little bit in the inner corner, in the outer corner of my eye, and I'm gonna marry the two together. Put a little bit on my top lip and on my chin, down my nose and above my brow. Clean up that eyeshadow. Make sure that's up to about the corner of your eyebrow. So again, go down on, and just take a little bit on the outside, and then just marry the two from the part around my nose up to the eyebrow. Just avoid any fine lines, and you will be golden. I'm going to sharpen that contour line again, just a tiny bit. That's actually taking a brightener. Done with all of my face, and I explained all that when I sped it up, but I want to talk to you a little bit about the powder. You can powder, but I want to encourage you to be really careful with powder. You can powder over top, especially, this is something that I like to do, especially in my brightened areas. So I have a brush that's actually a powder brush, and I only use it for powder. I don't mix my cream brushes with my powder because I feel like they cake up and they don't give me what I want for each time. So I bought a brush especially just for powder. You can also go in with a perfector sponge and use that too. Either direction, it's fine. This is our Vanilla Dust, and it fits in our compact. I have some other ones that I like, but I like the finish of this one probably the best, but I like that it fits in my compact. It's just right now it's almost gone. So I really like to powder where I brighten, especially, but if you have to wear a mask, I would recommend taking that powder and putting it all in that mask area, and then even going over top of it with your setting spray. It is a game changer. I do that when I have to wear a mask, and I'll wear the mask and I have powdered over top of my makeup, and then I put my setting spray over top of that, and I really have longevity with that. So it works really, really well. Okay, we're done. All the fun, all the goodness. I love it, I love it, I love it. Very pretty. You're gonna love these new eyeshadows, and if you haven't gotten any that were just re-released, you need to do that too. And what the heck, let's put some lip color on here. We're kind of mixing it up. I'm mixing a lot of warms and pinks together, but I think right now I'm simply just gonna put on Black Cherry over top of my City Lips lip gloss. If you need any help from me, please reach out to me. I really appreciate you being here. All right, see ya.